my partner is back with me. We've just come back here. Very interesting. We spoke to, he was still in the middle of a dream when I knocked on his door, so he was out of it. Um, I told him on the way to the hotel what had happened, and I wanted the hotel owner to see my partner, to see what he's like, to see what demeanour he has, so that they know that we would never damage hotel property, etc. And we asked for the hotel owner, but they brought out the manager because I thought to myself, that's not the name of the hotel owner. I'd forgotten the name of the owner's name, but they brought out the manager, and I thought, oh no, I do, because I do not want to speak to that manager. But he was all smiles and said, it'd been miscommunications, because I said to him, and I was very polite, very civil, and I said, the thing is, these false accusations of damaging property. He said, no, 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 there's been a misunderstanding. Yes, complete change of, um, so then he got, um, and then I said, well, what about the accusation that when I'd left bags behind reception previously, saying that I had accused someone of taking something? Oh no, 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 that's a misunderstanding as well. All this gaslighting. But anyway, the hotel owner has obviously given them a stern talking to, um, and we are welcome to go back to that hotel. It's only because of circumstances. But even my partner had a bad feeling about that female, the fakery. And then we were walking along the seafront, and my partner got speaking to someone he knew who worked at a cinema which has closed down in the town, a town centre cinema, which very sadly closed down. And he now does cooking in one of the Weatherspoons. I'm just making a YouTube video, so I'm just documenting that things are okay. Um, but this chap that used to work at the it's okay. I'm saying anything I shouldn't say. Um, and this person that used to work at cinema that closed down in the town. Um, I shook hands with him. No, no, very nice, friendly man. He said, "What you got to do is," because he said my partner used to come to me all the time to speak. He said he'd sit with me for about an hour with a cup of tea talking. Because I said, what tends to happen in these situations is I speak to my partner then takes it on. It's because so much has happened, and then you get lumped in with people like, well, anyway, at least this hotel owner knows about he seemed quite shocked about what happened to me at Belmore Road, because I told him how the local MP and the councillors did nothing, and that was why I had to flee with my things in the room in the council accommodation and self fund the Cavendish for 9 months for my safety. So this overseas hotel owner now knows how bad the council, Eastbourne Borough Council, is, the councillors, the MP. And if you're watching this, well, you all know about my YouTube channel apparently, but you don't do anything. you don't help your constituents. So, but this very nice chap, my partner's friend who used to work at the um, one of the cinemas that closed down, he's probably cooked our food in Weatherspoons because he's a cook. He's very nice, very friendly. Several times I shook his hand. I'm just so glad that my partner had someone nice like him to speak to, because my partner's had to take all of this from me. I've had no one to, you know, and the advice to me was, you've got to be very careful how much you open up to people, which is very difficult when you are brutally honest. And I said to my partner earlier, I said on the seafront, I said, but I am what I am. Sometimes there are times I said I can't be over friendly. I mean, I understood his friend's advice. Try not to be too friendly with people, because then they can do what they like with you. I said, yes, this has happened so many times, and this is why all these things have happened to me. But I'm not. It's like the chap at the Shoreview Hotel. That was almost demonic. It was like Jekyll and Hyde, just like really friendly. I think he might be Taiwanese, not or I don't know if he's Chinese or from Taiwan, Thailand, Thailand. I don't know what happened to him. Why was he so friendly? And then you've done this, and I've done a 15-hour shift. And the Polish is very nice Polish um colleague said, "What is the matter with that boy?" So it's not always because you're overly nice. It can be demonic. It can just be like from nowhere. You've done this. You've done that. False accusations. How can I don't even think I'm a very nice person. I'm just overly nice, I think, to make things easier on me and everyone else. But sometimes if someone is friendly, I might chat a lot. I certainly wouldn't have spoken to that receptionist about any of my problems, because I could already sense the fakery. If you can sense the fakery in someone, you're not going to open up your problems to them. So I don't think it is always about being overly nice or overly friendly or opening up too much. Some people just have the Jezebel spirit. The Jezebel spirit. Um, obviously, um, that's a demonic spirit. Um, I don't know if my partner thinks that that's uh, what the Hebrew word for that would be, but I don't know. But Darren's definitely right. Abba Yahweh had that hotel owner in the right place at the right time a few hours ago, because I thought it was a hotel guest saying, "You okay? Do you want some water?" I didn't realise it was the owner. I just started saying, "Oh, they're accusing me of this and that," and then he said to me, "It's okay. Yes, yes, I own the hotel. It's fine." He was so humble, very calm, very, very just what you need. He didn't have any delusions of grandeur, and yet this young manager thought he was above him. So those two, I hope they've both been taken down by the looks of it, they have been taken down a peg or two. The manager certainly has, because he said to him, "Oh, he's young." Um, but to make false allegations of criminal damage, that is serious, especially when you're extremely vulnerable. But I never opened up to them about my problems, so I haven't done what Darren's friend said with everyone. Just some people just have it in them to be like that. Some people just have a deceptive spirit. You don't have to do anything. Being, I didn't open up to any of them there. So anyway, there we go. That's me. My rant over with. Um, something else I wanted to say. Oh yes. So I've got the name of the hotel owner, and I'm not going to give their names or say which hotel it was. But he said to me, you definitely can't call the police again, because he got it. He said because they will if my life is ever in danger, I can't just say, because they arrested me for doing this. I didn't play him the recording of the criminal on a tag threatening to beat me senseless. But I said a Sergeant Simmons told me to purchase this, and then arrested me for doing it. How you keep your cool? How does anyone? So I've got criminal evidence. I had my bedroom window smashed. And that's why I self-funded the Cavendish for 9 months for my safety. So because I said to my partner, I said, you deliberately haven't stayed with me. You knew that that overthinking thing. Oh, you're behind this as well, are you? Because it's just one thing after another. Um, but when you're on your own and you're vulnerable, you do overthink, because there's no one else to help you sift through the BS, to make sense of it, to rationalize when nothing is rational and everything's corrupt and just whatever. Yeah. So little things, quote unquote, little things like this are not so little when you're going through the mill. So there we go. Um, yeah. So I think it needs to be on record, and I think the local MP and the MP caseworker, Ewan Morrison, should know that I've now had a hotel owner tell me I should go to the council with my possessions. I've told him about the MP not doing what the judge has told them to do, and and he said you're not safe with the police. So there we go. I've had a hotel owner affirm that. So that's something that you and Morrison should know about. I mean, it's all right if you've got friends, family, relatives, people to turn to, but if you're that vulnerable that you rely on an establishment that is against you, and as I said, I don't know if this hotel owner likes Donald Trump or not. When we were talking about Donald Trump having a go at Sadiq Khan, that horrible man who is because he's Pakistani, he's protecting the Muslim rape gangs. From what I'm hearing and seeing on GB News and Dan Whittam and all these people that are saying these things, because I'm learning as I go. I didn't know about grooming gangs and things, but the so-called king is attacking Donald Trump, and I wouldn't feel safe without Donald Trump. So I didn't talk to this hotel manager about the illegal immigrants because I wasn't sure. what his opinion was on all of that. A lot of foreigners are against all of this because this affects everyone. It's a spiritual battle. It's not a race. It's nothing to do with race. It's nothing to do with ethnicity, DNA. Everything that's being done is being done by design with an agenda behind it. And someone, and I want to be very careful with what I say, but someone may have been a politician, but someone, and I can't remember who it was, said that Pakistani Muslims should not be in the UK, but I can't remember who it was, but someone said it. The politician. It was someone to do with the Freedom Rally who said that anyway, but I can't remember who said it. But it's all because of the ideology. It's nothing to do with. It's because of the reason why they're here. Yeah. So that's me done. And don't get me into trouble for saying it because this is not the horse's mouth saying it. Someone else said it. I don't want I don't want to get is someone saying, "Oh, Bryony is saying that Pakistani Muslims are not welcome in the UK." Someone said it on a YouTube video, and there was something to do with politics, but I can't remember who. Okay, I'm finishing over.